Hey, Adam. Oh, hello. Hi. Are you aware Valentine's Day is approaching? People who want to send their loved ones gifts that they always use the excuse of this time around here. All you have to do is to send us the money and we will get a gift ourselves. Download Tap Send. See, Tap Send is making life easier for many people around the world. If you are in the USA, if you are in Canada, if you are in Europe, if you are in UK, many countries around the globe, you can use Tap Send to send money to Africa and in Ghana to all your loved ones, especially this coming Valentine's Day. All you have to do is to download Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. It's very easy to use. Please, what are you waiting for? When download that thing, Bosu, have my yours. Happy Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre Dudu Nani Tana Kamu Quantin, Ting Akotonio Mabiguya shop, so being na ofako, and no so yasel for fro. Oh, so to Fako Sikas, one in Impatemu, and Nasa Achimota La Paz, Cosin Sawam. Jimmy Dale is your one stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, Inyani, and Nasa Adibia Wopebia. So, Koton Quadia and your baby also to Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
So I just saw photos of Freedom Jacob Caesar celebrating his birthday, and the photo shoot is crazy. Hey, pressure, nee. Huh? Like at every point in time, there is a car and a shadow to match with the car. What the heck? So when I saw this, I remember the documentary I watched online where some young people were talking about looking for social media following instead of taking cash, like cash, the one that you have to show your teeth, cash, real money. And I said, hey, what are we looking for now? Are we looking for social media influence, social media impact, social media following, or we want cash? I'll be showing you this documentary and I'll be asking my panel members whether these children who were interviewed in the documentary were right or wrong. In your shots, Roland Amate is here. In the middle, in Team Dodo, Solomon is here. And of course, at the extreme end, Kojokin is also here for us to do our thing Friday evening here on Showbiz Daily, Sammy Flex TV. And also to Digital Rasta Currency, who is handling camera, and Richie Flex, who is the editor and director of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Showbiz Daily on Sammy Flex TV. Now, let's go watch the documentary. And when I come back, I ask my people, are we getting the social media thing right? Or even the young guys are being misled even the more? Let's go catch that. When I come back, we take the discussion on a different level. Watch this. I'll be back.
£1 million in cash or 1 million followers?
1 million followers. 1 million followers.
£1 million in cash or 1 million followers?
1 million followers.
1 million followers.
1 million followers. Because then, when you get the 1 million followers, you eventually get more and more, and then those followers might give you donations and stuff, and eventually it'll add up to more than 1 million.
You could start a business, and because you have 1 million followers, you could just put a link in your bio. They can click onto it, and they can buy products that are over £1, which means you'll earn over £1 million or dollars.
Do you think every one of your followers will buy?
No, not all, but it depends on how much money you sell it for.
I'd say if you have 1 million followers, it'll be easier to gain support from other people, and if you spread all your followers around the world, you can make a lot of money.
All right, so these, I believe, young boys on the streets of London, listening to their accents. Obviously, this is some group of young boys in London streets answering questions about whether they would opt for 1 million followers or £1 million. And you heard their responses. These responses, should they scare us, especially those of us who know the real world, or we should take it like, yeah, this is what they are also learning in their age? Chamo, let's start this with you.
Yeah, this is sad.
Mm.
Yeah, it's sad. It means they are just looking at the numbers, but not the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they get to know, after they go deeper, and then they get to know that, hey, even some people have 1 million following, but they are not getting even £1. Then they will know that they have made a wrong decision or wrong choice. And it's sad because that's what they are seeing. I mean, clearly they have seen more influencers making more money. Mm-hmm. And that's all that they care about, or that's what they can relate to. Mm-hmm. But they don't know what goes on behind the scenes when the influencers also have employers working behind the scenes for you to see what you are seeing. When you get 1 million following without any substance, without you having anything at all, that is useless. Mm-hmm. I've advised people even on YouTube that they were only looking for the requirement to monetize their channel. Mm-hmm. Looking at their attitude, I told them that you will get the requirement, but you won't make any money. And they were like, how? And I say, you are putting all your energy getting the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. Mm-hmm. After that, you'll be exhausted. Mm-hmm. And you think that is it, and you will not make money. Mm-hmm. And then I will give them example. I have some channel that they have over 40,000. Mm-hmm. 40,000 subscribers, mm-hmm. but it's not making even $1. Mm-hmm. It is monetized all right, mm-hmm. but it's so difficult for the channel to make money, mm-hmm. all because they are not putting in the right work. Mm-hmm. So you can have 1 million followers, but you will not get anything. This case, they think that is so easy. You can hear one saying that, people will donate to me. So 1 million followers. If they are all donating or tapping £1, he will get 1 million. Okay. It's so easy when you say it. Mm-hmm. But in reality, in fact, it will be difficult to even get 10% of your followers to donate to you. Yeah. Only few people donate. Yeah. Just that sometimes the money is so huge that you think that is it. So they are not thinking right, and I will at this point join you for us to do campaign for people to learn the basics of social media and then how it works. At least it will have impact on some people, how they look at it or how they want to approach social media. And it's better we start it now, because it will help us if we wait for this case to grow. Mm-hmm. Still thinking that 1 million followers is better than 1 million pounds. Mm-hmm. We are in trouble. We are in deep trouble.
So these are black boys, and I'm asking, will the whites speak differently from this?
Based on where they interviewed them, I wish that we will have same location, white people in that neighborhood. Let's interview them and see. And even if you want to go deeper, then you look at the background of the kids, their parents, where they live and all that. I think it will have impact on how they are thinking. If you come to Ghana right now and you go to a village to ask the village kids, what do you want to do in future? I mean, we have seen video one saying that Mayor Bosom. Obey Bosom. That's what the kids said.
I don't know who the Bosom.
Because the powerful man in that village is a priest. Doing his thing. So the best thing that you can do is to be a bosom. So those where you live, what you are exposed to will give us a fair idea why you are thinking like that. So this case, I think obviously they have access to social media and they've been seeing influencers flashing money here and there, but I can bet them there are very few, but they won't think about that. That's what they see, because if you are an influencer and you are not making any impact, people hardly see you anyway. So the few people will are on the spotlight. Like, you only see those people and you think that is it. If you also have the same number, you are in. No, that's not it. And we should just educate our kids to do better.
Well, Kodo, is this scary?
Yes, super scary, and the kids are not thinking right, and I don't know where they are getting their their information from, because this is £1 million and following, and from their defense, one will say they'll get support. If I start a business and I have 1 million followers, yes, so they are looking at the long term. They are going to make more than the physical cash they have, but we all know you need to have a substance. If you are on social media and you have the following, it's not just the following. People are buying you, not just the following. Because if somebody wants to use Cristiano Ronaldo as an ambassador, it is not just the following. They know Cristiano Ronaldo for something. So it goes beyond just the numbers. Else, everybody can get it. That £1 million can get you over 500 million followers. Just an iota of it can give you that following.
But something you do with it can just
exactly you can even buy it. You can even promote your pages and get the following. And if you are also smart, you can still use it to get whatever you want. People, most of them don't know these technicalities and all of that. So you can have the numbers, and even per every post that you do, you can still promote it for them to see their reactions and the engagement and all of that. So people will note you for what you do, the substance of your following.
Okay.
That is what we are selling, which adds to your credibility, your image, and all of that. So when you see people are seen as brand ambassadors and all of that, a lot goes into that. It's not just you see somebody on social media and out of nothing the person has following and brands are chasing the person, so you prefer to get that following without money. And if we give you following, what do you do? Who are you? We don't even know your substance. So definitely you need to get the money, and don't look at support.
Okay.
Don't think people will support you because you have 1 million followers. Use the money and create your business. And your business, the money can get you the ways and means to even sell it or to project it. You can go for advertisement and all of that. But in this era that people think social media is everything, and I don't begrudge them now because of where they are coming from. Maybe the environment in which they find themselves. That is the conversation that is happening. They think everything is about social media. Yes, people are making it big time over there. So it wouldn't be surprising to see a child who aspires to be that. But they can get more than what they think the others are enjoying.
Okay.
And we have people who are doctors who are on YouTube. In doing their work, they still create content out of it, and they make extra money from there. So must you abandon being a doctor because you want to get on social media and become an influencer or social media guru?
Yeah.
So if you can do that, yes. No, and then only few people are those brand ambassadors. Look at the number of people on social media and how many of them become notable because of their following.
Yeah.
So it is not a guarantee that, oh, this is what I want to be. And so you may be disappointed. So if you have that passion, pursue whatever field of endeavor you want. And if you love that, go through the channel, and you can also be noticed over there. Like in Ghana, we have people who are say, oh, I'm a nurse, but now I'm a TikToker. No more practicing the nursing. And this is extra money for you if you are able to practice the nursing and also create content. It is extra money for you. So a child also will think, okay, now why do I have to go and pursue nursing whilst there's a TikTok account there? Let me start early so that I'll get more. But know that this is an app. You can wake up one day and you lose your following. Your account can be hacked into. You can recently demand and supply. These guys.
Oh yeah, you were
on
telling me
TikTok,
about them. Yeah.
they have 500,000 followers. They just woke up and it has been suspended. It has been permanently banned. They said people have reported them and all of that. And now they are starting afresh. So if all these accounts, this is what our brand ambassador brands are running to you, they will move. Because you are no more,
You don't have
the power and the influence again.
Yeah.
So why will you opt for something like that? But I think it tells us how the mindset of people are being tuned now, and if we can do something about it, probably some education about this social media thing. If the earlier the better, especially in our space, because now people think that is the ish and nothing else. When they see people on social media pretending, some of them are virtually pretending. There's nothing to it. They are not making shishi. You see them as brand ambassadors. They are not making shishi. Some of them run to the brands, beg them that we want to promote your product for you, so that the other person will see that, hey, he's working. Maybe they will also bring money to them. So don't sit down and think everything is all glossy around or rosy about this brand ambassadorial thing.
Well,
I think the case
they're not getting it right.
Or maybe where they are, the money is not their problem.
No, they want the money too, because they said they will use the means to make the money. Yeah.
So if that is the case, then get the money and not the
Rope, what do you also see is wrong here?
Societal pressure and location. Now, your location will determine your understanding on the subject matter. You see where they are coming from. Their understanding of the internet and how it works is different. To some of them, if you should take about 10 of the people who are thinking this way, and they choose 1 million followers over 1 million pounds, what it means, I can tell you for a fact that about 6 of them will be able to make that 1 million pounds with that 1 million followers, depending on how they create content. So I tell you, one of the most popular guys on YouTube, Ombo Game. Exactly.
It wasn't intentional. That's why you're
exactly my point. Ombo Game. Yes, but aren't people patronizing him?
Yeah.
They are.
And I'm sure by now he's made $1 million already.
Oh, $1 million.
But there are about maybe thousands of gamers online. They are not making anything.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly my point. So when you look at,
So someone has played the game, he's making the money, but there are other thousands who are also not making money. But do they have 1 million followers?
Some have good numbers, but no, they are not making anything.
Okay.
so you see, it is the understanding of how they create content there. To some people, being a fashion blogger is okay for them. There. But here, the most popular aspect in blogging is entertainment blogging. So everybody would want to tilt to that side. But if you should tell somebody that, oh, food blogging is also lucrative, you can be invited to restaurants, food bazaars, and whatever to also come and do your stuff there, and it is also lucrative, so venture into that side. They will tell you no, because the most popular people are doing this one, are doing entertainment. So it is their understanding. Some of them will be able to make it, others wouldn't. But if you should bring it home, 6 people who will choose 1 million followers over 1 million Ghana cedis, they will die broke. That is it. Because the understanding of even some people would have the zeal to even create the content, but the patronage wouldn't come.
Okay.
For them to even be okay. Elsewhere, where Chebo is saying they are not making the $1 million, they are okay. Even with the numbers that they have, that is not even up to PewDiePie. They are okay. But here, those people will get the 1 million followers, create the content, but they will not even be okay. Because people still wouldn't patronize it. You understand? It is just the understanding of it.
So they will get the 1 million followers, but they will not get the 1 million Ghana cedis.
No. I should have 500,000, 200,000. Oh yes.
Okay.
It is like that. That is why even people would sometimes go to the extent of even faking, so they can also look like, okay, somebody, if Jackie Appiah has 2 million followers, or let's say Mark Brown has 2 million followers and is a brand ambassador influencer for so many products. When I also reach 500,000 or 100,000 or let's say 1 million, I also want to associate myself with somebody, even if it means me going to beg them, cry for them to come and give me a deal, cry. I also want to do that, so that in the face of people on the internet, I also look like, yeah, I'm also doing something. And that is majority of what we are seeing in our space. So yes, it is sad that right now people are thinking that way.
So you think that the children don't even know what they are doing?
Oh no. It is, unless maybe they know the dynamics as to how they can milk it. Even that oneself, it will take a while. And also, now people think it is easier to make money on the internet than the traditional way of doing business to make money. That is it. So in getting the $1 million, if you should give the person £1 million cash in hand, you've given them some sort of burden, because they wouldn't. Even if you should give them 1 week to think of what they would invest in crowd with that £1 million, it will be hell for them. But when you give them internet right now, they will download apps within minutes, and that is what they are doing. That is their understanding of how to make money. And so maybe say, oh Charlie, me don't go to hospital now. I a nurse, and now bet na TikTok. Now I influencer. Open here, obe push, obe je TikTok is here, because when you say nurse, Charlie. Pressure tipaye
onye popular onye famous.
There be. It's, it is how the kids are thinking, and it is the societal perception and pressure in the space now.
Okay.
It is sad, but then some people will just think that way, even in our space here.
Let's go back to one story that I know has been discussed thoroughly in our showbiz space, and it's about a documentary on BBC about Hiplife, where so far the discussion has been that our people are not too satisfied with the content, the story, and how it was told. I just read an article on Arnold Asamoah Baidu's website, that is Entertainment GH. Please confirm for, is it Entertainment GH or GH Entertainment? That thing has been disturbing me. Entertainment GH. Because of Ajiman's program, I always confuse. Entertainment GH, eh?
Yes, I'm sure that one.
Entertainment GH. Okay. So Ajman's program is okay. So Entertainment GH, and I think Ajman's program is GH Entertainment. I want to believe. Okay. So according to Arnold Asamoah Baidu, he's written that the Hiplife story, stop shouting and fix it. And if you read the story thoroughly, the story is talking about the fact that some people who have spoken about the documentary even think that, why did we even interview the kind of people we interviewed in there? So the people who spoke in the interview, I saw Panji, I saw Reggie Rockstone, I saw Eno Baroni, Manifest, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, and the Dusty. No, No, and Industry was not there. And Industry was not featured in there. OM rather, yes, Abraham Ohinijan was also featured there. And people are even mad. Why should they? No, there is a Jeduble Ambole as well. People are even mad that why should it be those people? Why was there not maybe an Ochami Kofi or an Ochami Kwame? In fact, Ochami Kofi has tweeted that, what kind of documentary is this? He even described that Apu. Yes. He tweeted and said, Apu, what kind of documentary is this? And Arnold is saying, in Ghana, people will not take up some initiatives. They will not do some things, but when people do it, then they sit on the fence to critique it. So now all the people who are speaking against the documentary, Arnold is saying, stop shouting and fix it. I don't know whether you guys agree with him.
Yes, I mean, it is the problem. That is the biggest problem in our industry.
Which is?
What another Samuel Bedri is saying. You see, Kofi Ochame and the likes who are shouting, why did they go to interview Kwame Eugene? Why did they interview Why did they interview Kidieno Baroni? They are actually the problems of this industry. Those commentaries are the problems of this industry. Because you see, it is not about who they are interviewing. It is about what the problem is. It is not about who they are interviewing. So you telling the story, what will it do to Hiplife right now? Like, what will be the outcome of Hiplife right now? So if they should interview Ochami Kofi, definitely whatever his view would be in line with what Panji said, would be in line with what Red Rockstone said, or would be in line with even what Jeduble Ambule or OM would say, because they are all age mates. So you can definitely say that the comments no will be found in some of these people. Normal. Into Red Rockstone manifest said Hiplife is dead. Red Rockstone said Hiplife is not dead. So far, after this conversation, what have they done?
I've not done anything.
What have they done about it? So you also coming to say that, oh, the documentary is not good. The people that they chose, they did not choose the right people. What will it do to what we are trying to fix? If you have any message.
So should they keep quiet when they know that someone has submitted the wrong information? Should they keep quiet?
And what is the wrong information here?
Yeah, according to them, like someone saying Hiplife is dead, and and according to them, they think that even the people who spoke, they don't have facts about the genre.
So supply your own information, bring solution, and if people don't listen, then you can come and shout. But you don't come and shout and expect us to. Meanwhile, you've not said anything. Unkashi. And Kawuka say, now Ochami Kofi, also why a documentary. What fan crofon or believe is and care form. Doing a documentary and yet say BBC the be free ban Sani Abeka a Hiplife story.
Well, there was a Ghanaian among the producers though.
Exactly. Yeah. But anybody can do a documentary in this space. You see, Reggie Rockstone, what's name? They will ask, why is it Reggie Rockstone and not Obrafo? But Obrafo Nkoye BCC, you get another batch coming to say, why is it Obrafo and not Asumisi? That is the problem. And you asking, why is it Sammy Flex and not Chemun? How will it solve the problem that we are all trying to tackle? In Tingochami could okay say, oh, interview we are now documentary ye apuno. Now coachna, ye behuno. Now so I gather for the audience almost apuno. You gather them, then you tell the story. Or you reach out to the producers of these contents, then you tell, oh, we have a better story to tell. To themselves, they can run even series with it. Part 2, maybe they bring a different badge of the same fraternity to come and tell the story. That is when we say, oh, it's the solution. But now, all I saw from that documentary was everybody stated that what the problem was. Now we don't need trumpeting of we all know what the problem is. Everybody knows the problem of this industry. But solution and how to work towards the solution a problem. So you coming to shout that the documentary is up, why the people that they chose were not up to, they did not give the real fact, what is the solution now?
I see. So you agree with that?
Oh yes.
That they should stop
shouting and fix it. If they can't fix it, they should keep quiet.
Well, Chamo, what do you also think?
Yeah, I disagree with Arnold. I think if they want to shout, let them shout. It's also part of the solution. I mean, it will be wrong for you to think that people talking is the problem when they don't agree with you. if they were shouting and saying that, oh, it's nice, it's good, will you say that they should stop shouting because they are not the ones who did it? No, they should shout, and I think they have every right to shout. Just that I'll disagree with some of them and the opinion that they are sharing. But to tell them not to talk there, I'll disagree with anybody who will go that
because
direction.
one of his arguments, if you read the article further, is that over the years you guys have not done anything. If you think you know the story, what are you waiting for? Why haven't you done something? Now you sit down for someone to come and do it, and now you are pointing holes into the person.
Because it's not their job, or they don't have any interest to do a documentary, but they have every right to criticize it. That we should get that basics. Don't just say that if you are not the one doing it, don't talk about it. And you know, car no nim twa ye timdu yenim utwine nko ya ye hunka because ye ntwi kada.
Oh yeah, don't let you know.
Enti ye ntwi kada. School no na ya anko bia enti broni na o camera for ne ba ye hu se broni ni. There be I think people should relax on that thing. People sharing their opinion is nothing. In fact, it's part of the game. If you disagree with the person, go straight to the point and say that your point that you are making, this is a better point than what you are saying. Then you also share your idea instead of trying to shut people and calling them, pulling them down and all that. No, I disagree with that. Just that somebody has planned to come out with a documentary that obviously will also make them money. You can think that they are trying to solve our problem, but the bottom line is that it's commercial. They will make money out of it. That's why they are doing it. That's the basis of it. And they are also throwing light on something that they think that people should be aware or should know. And fantastic. I mean, even the idea that now we are even talking about it again is a good thing. But to tell people to shut because they are not the ones doing it.
So they should go and fix it.
Oh no! I mean,
if they think it is broken and it was not done.
And for them, it may not be their interest, or they don't have any responsibility to do that. That's the thing. That's also another problem of us. Like nobody, we don't know who's supposed to fix it, but everybody is pointing finger at the other person to fix it. Like, what is it? So they have done the documentary to fix it. Are they doing the documentary to fix it? And so why are you telling the other guy that if you are criticizing the documentary, then you fix it? No. We are just having conversation. Who will fix it? As I've said before, it will be based on monetary issue. If somebody can make money in fixing it, you don't need to tell anybody. They will fix it because they will make money out of it. The documentary that the BBC people did, they know they will make money out of it. That's why they did it. But we have right to criticize them if we think that it's not going the direction that we think it should go. Just that we may not also have to make it look like we are better than them or we are right, they are wrong. No. But we can share our opinion. People will agree or disagree. And I think people like Arnold should know that and say that they have the right to say their opinion, but maybe they are wrong. And these are the reasons why they are wrong for even sharing that opinion. For you to say that Kwame Eugene is young or the other guy, Eno, Kidi, they are young so they can't talk about Hiplife. No, that's not it. In fact, the problem of Hiplife for some of us is pure marketing thing. People don't want to associate with them.
If there is a Machami Kofi and there is a Kwame Eugene and you want to discuss Hiplife, who will be your best option?
I will let both of them talk. I will let Kwame Eugene.
In cases where you have to just pick one.
In cases where I have to choose one.
Yes.
Where my biasness and what Ochame Kofi or Ochame Kwame have done, I will go for them.
Exactly.
But that is my bias part. But if I want real thing, if I want certain angle, I may go for Kwame Eugene, and the reason is that for pure marketing purpose, Kwame Eugene will get an impact that I'm looking for. So I'm not going for Chami because of the knowledge per se. I will go for Kwame Eugene because of the impact. Kwame Eugene is more contemporary. Kwame Eugene is more current. Kwame Eugene will give me certain kind of audience that I'm looking for. So that's why I'm saying that they have every right to do their documentary. And we also, those who are talking have every right to criticize it. because I can come from an angle that this is a documentary to make money. Forget about who is fixing your thing. BBC, they don't have any interest of fixing Hiplife or whatever for you. They have interest in making money out of telling that story, and that's what they have done. So those who are not happy with them can criticize them based on that. We know this thing. Al Jazeera not long ago came to Ghana to do a documentary about cocoa and then the child labor in cocoa farming. On what they did, fraud ankasa is what they did. They went to a village on Saturday, called the farmer and the money, even in fact, I probably 5 years, as they say. I do my qua stage. I'm on my for cocoa and say child labor.
Almost a year.
Almost a year. If we have a case child labor, I documentary, show no Al Jazeera. In fact, they were even the assemblyman of the area. They were saying that they will report them, and if there's any action that they have to take, they will take against them. Because when they came there, they said that almost a year documentary, nuna almost they are kochra bana beboa Oman can say almost documentary to expose child labor. Now ko expose obi or child labor. Sunday ni eko. I don't know. One try Monday say Accra ne co school and now one co school and now BB because in our setting and the way we do our thing as family, if the child they are not going to school or they are not doing something important, we take them to farms. And they say this Accra ne co for my head of friend child labor, and you say we can't criticize it because we didn't do the documentary. No. And the same way, I am 100% sure that
if the child goes to farm on Saturday, child labor. No, that's not child labor.
But that's not child labor.
No, that is training.
Yes.
It is training.
Yes.
No, wait. I've seen a video. Wait. Chemo, let me say this. I've seen a video online. I've seen a video online where the man was doing gardening, and there was a baby. I think maybe not up to even 2 years, because the way he was walking, you see now this is not matured. When the man cuts the grass, then the boy will go and pick it and put it in the bag. Doing no. Who thought it's fun? Abroad. Yes.
So that's our problem.
It's not the same thing.
Say abroad
no, so matu contemporary fire patwa. What is that?
Cocoa, you never Jen 2 hours.
And these are the problem that I have with some of these documentaries. They do it based on their perspective and how they see things. And you know, why can't we criticize it unless we are ready or we want us to fix it? No. So who say that's our documentary. I can bet you say it's more about getting money out of it than to solve our problems. If
you get the right information, yes.
So Kwame Eugene will sell better than Ochame Kwame at this time when you are doing a documentary. So they will pick Kwame Eugene. They sat down, planned, and came out with this documentary. So don't think that they just want to help us. No, they want to tell a story, and that story may help us, but that's not the end game. It's also about making money out of it. So I think Arnold should also give Ochame Kwame and Co. or those who are criticizing some slacks. Or Ochame Kofi. Yes, they may be wrong in their opinion. Yes, that one you can talk about it, but I don't say they should shut up. No, they should talk so that we get the other angles that the documentary couldn't capture.
Let me read Ochame Kofi Street. Let me try to read the tweet. Baby Apuni one. Baby Apuni one. Let me read that. But you can start talking though. You can start talking. So this was Ochame Kofi Street. I say I watched this Hiplife documentary on YouTube yesterday, which is produced by the BBC, and now fully understand why Hiplife is dead. The 30 minutes plus presentation lacks the facts and very misleading. Apu way. Yay. Could you continue from there? Apu way.
I understand where Arnold is coming from, because yes, this is Ghana. We sit down, we don't do anything, we let our history get distorted, and we come and cry. Why do you keep information when you have it? You have kept it. You have kept it to yourself. Meaning, Ochiami Kofi knows the writings. He has the info about Hiplife. But you are sitting on it. Yes, you feel like it is you. If you don't think you have to release it, nobody can force you. But somebody, you say, Asamno, any dance here, why Asamno who be the dance? And now people are also doing research based on the information. You have an acquaintance, you were part of, you were in a time, so you have first-hand information. But people have also read, and based on their research, they think they can also come with a documentary. It is that two ways. People who were there, who had first-hand information, and people who have read. So I can decide to do a documentary about Ghana, about Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, not because I was there when he was alive, but based on the things, the information that I've heard about him. If I finish and people think, okay, it wasn't done well, yes, they can come out and criticize me. But after the criticism, what next? You just criticize and go and sleep or go and sit down.
What is the solution?
Right now, people are still watching it. If you think that is not the fact, people are still streaming. It's going. Whatever in there, they will take it as such.
Consuming the wrong information.
Of course. So what are you doing?
And we shouldn't talk.
You just talk.
So I'm pointing out to you.
It's needless.
No, I'm pointing out to you that
to go and change it.
Right.
No.
So that next time, if another
Not
person
next time.
You get other side of
it
the
will be the same.
conversation.
Next time, if you keep quiet, it will be the same because you sat there. You couldn't see any value in. I was reading an article. 20 Ghana Web. That is 6 July 2022. Radio Stone. I feel disrespected. My documentary on Hiplife has been abandoned for over 10 years. He did a documentary himself.
Where is it?
It's there.
It's where?
Oh, he said he took it to some TV stations and all of that, and they didn't mind him and all of that. You see, so he said 10 years, and now I feel Reggie could have given us a better story than this. But what they have to know is that these people have their own objectives. They are coming in with their own objectives. They know the things that they want. And based on their research, it will inform them the kind of people that they need on board. So you can't blame them. It is allowed. They haven't infringed upon anybody's right. If unless they want to claim, the people who are crying will claim that, oh, this is an infringement on their right. But anybody can move anywhere and want to do the research. When he contacted the people involved in their coup, and when you see the personalities there, he also had a fair representation. Panji, Reggie Stone, Ambule, and all of that. Even the first time I saw people like Kwame Eugene, I was like, oh, but this conversation is beyond them. That was my.
But there is something. Kwame Eugene and the rest. There is a certain genre of music that shaped what they are doing now.
Of course.
So they will pick the interest on that.
That is where the interest of the one behind the documentation also comes in. Because, okay, now, this is also a new school. Let me also get their view on this genre. So it depends on the question that the interviewer will ask them. If we are talking about how did Hiplife start, then it will be probably a wrong question for a Kwame Eugene. But if I ask that, okay, what growing up, which genre inspired you? Do you know about Hiplife? Then they also give. Then it means it will be fair, because it gives you that the old blend and the new blend. But the point is to get a rich documentary about the genre. It should get some names in there, and that should come from who? Who should initiate that?
Not to cut you, Kojo. Ghana, we have some nonsense attitude in this country. Which is we have information. Because we don't have direct personal interest, we will never look at the bigger picture. We will sit there and out of our selfish interest, make it spoil. The last time you wanted to do an interview about some of our cultures in our space, what encounter did you get from some of the chiefs? Meanwhile, go and get another person who will avail himself, give a wrong information, and you will see them come and shout.
So you didn't come to us.
You did.
Anything wrong information to us?
Yes, it was. So why were you sitting on it?
You mind us?
No, if you meet their terms, they will come.
Meet your terms. Yeah. No. Any.
Because that day they were demanding for something now.
Yeah, mom, we demand the other child also.
Of course they are also.
You see,
Anything that privacy or bear bosom.
It's funny. It's funny in our space. I think I agree with Arnold. They should shut up and face it. Because the top what will happen when you speak? When you speak, criticize. What is the fact? Bring the facts. Ochiame Kofi has a production studio. He has a production a facility. We can do all these things. All these persons are there. Your brother, Reggie, all of them are there. Can't you initiate it? But here, once one person starts it, the other will say, oh, why must it be you? Why must it be a Sammy Flex who wants to start a Hiplife documentary? They will fight. They will fight about it. So no one individual can start it. That is why Reggie did it, and over 10 years, he feels it has been ignored. Because still somebody will come and tell you, no, you are missing some facts.
It should be a bravo.
You are missing some facts. Even the one who was there, still people will challenge it. So let other people who think it is worthy of it being a content come back, see the need, and put it out there and make money from it, and sit down and complain. If you complain 10,000 years, still people are watching it. If you think you have a better information, bring it, put yourself together, and upload it. Then title this the right information
About Hiplife.
About Hiplife.
What you should know about Hiplife.
Then people will go and now it will bring, okay, we watch this and we watch that. Now we can decipher based on the people who are speaking. If we see an Obrafo, a Lord Kenya, and Ochami, and all of them in there, then okay, some were even calling Zap Mallet.
Yeah.
How come a person like Zap Mallet is missing from this?
But don't you think he should be in?
Oh, he should be in.
Yes.
For me,
So someone calls for him.
For me, even I said yes. I wouldn't choose these people, Kwame Eugene and all of them. But the point is,
that's what the people
is that your documentary? It is not them.
No. You are using it to represent me.
Who?
Yeah, he is a Hiplife.
No.
Represent who?
No.
You are using it to represent him.
Do you care?
No, what I mean is that you are using it to represent the Hiplife that he stands for.
Who is the owner of the content?
Them.
So do your
So
own.
the point is, they are the owner of the content.
Charlie.
Whether it is representing you or not. I remember the last time
Wait, Empapa. Meti hey. No, be said or no when you're camera, when you're seeker, when you're so editing, or see or the biography of Sammy Flex. Now me to one or say Sammy Flex echo school Kumasi. Now me to him so okay, I don't know or any dear. And see or see me go school Kumasi in my ID.
The lion learn how to tell it.
You complain. Can you sue the person?
And so why we saying
so
shut up and fix
that's
it?
the point. They should complain. That's the point.
What will be the solution?
not the first time
What will be the solution?
So you know you did not do it right.
All right. Just
And
do
then-
it right.
That
Do
is
it
the
right.
solution.
Do it right. That's
You
all.
complain,
The
leave it.
person will not change it.
So now,
No, we are not forcing them to
to
change
change
it.
it. So that
We
others
are
will also
telling
know.
you got it wrong.
That's
it wasn't only shut up.
But the wrap up.
It wasn't only shut up. The article wasn't only shut up.
It's a fix it.
Yes.
shut up.
Shut up and fix it. If he said shut up, then your case will be in there. Okay, why can't we correct it? If you get it wrong, we can correct it. But after correcting it, with what? As we speak, people are still streaming. The supposed bad information, people are still getting it. It's still being spread out there. So if you have right information, fix it. Go and fix it. Like we do, like if somebody put a wrong information about you, what you need to do is do a rejoinder.
Yes, do a rejoinder.
No, this is not the right information.
The right information.
It's not about speaking.
It's not about complaining.
Speaking it's
about interest too. Okay. The documentary that they
so you don't need it. So you need somebody needs it. At least now we are talking about Hiplife. They are giving prominence to Hiplife. And what you think you care so much about Hiplife? What were you doing? All these guys are doing their respective things. Some you are on radio pursuing your dreams. Other people are also doing their things. And if somebody wants to even I think spark the conversation, and some information got twisted. Oh, Charlie, I think there are other information that you need. You have to even salute them.
For doing what?
For seeing the need to protect something that you have left on the ground.
To make money from it.
You are trampling upon it.
You are using somebody's
take money from
me.
But you are not using it. It is useless to you.
Appear to his concept.
What are you saying?
No.
What are you saying? So I have something. I'm not using it. So you are coming to take it.
But something you have a goal. And you throw it on the ground. You don't know the use, and somebody comes and feel, Charlie, I can use this thing for you. Crazy.
Okay. Chemo, give me your Momo number. Let me give you some money. A gentleman says I should give to you. What's the number, please? 0546. 29
48.
48.
Let me repeat it. I think I got a signal that I was not using the mic. 0546 29 48. Yes.
Okay. So a gentleman who goes by the name, let me get the name right. Edmond Osefriye. Edmond Osefriye says I should do Momo of 200 Ghana cedis to you. And he's giving you this money because of what I'm about to read. Let me read exactly what he sent to me so I don't tell a lie. So he says that, hello, sir. I just watching your program this morning. Chemo gave an insight into how best it is to partner with someone you want to help than just dashing out money in some instances. That was an answer to a thought I was deliberating on a few weeks ago. I have received my answer on that submission by Chemo. So I want to send something small to him. I'm tapping into his wisdom. Chemo, please check your Momo. If the money landed, 200 Ghana cedis. Is that for your weekend? Is that for Guinness too? Any catfish?
Maybe tell me borrow Calibos West. I say, them. I mean,
you see, he says Chemo's staff has given him an insight. So when he was doing a certain practice, Chemo said that practice is not good. It is better for you to partner than to be dashing out money. Chemo, after telling you, said this action is not good, has given you a solution. Those people who are shouting said the documentary is a bad information. What solution?
They want the guy to come again and include them.
I beg, let you thank the gentleman before
I'm grateful to him. I think, as I've said it before, I mean, just watching us is even a good motivation for us to come here every day and dashing us money in addition. I mean, next level. So I'm really grateful to him. And
Eddie,
big ups to him. Eddie.
Thank you. So Eddie, I've sent the money to Chemo as you wanted me to.
And I drew weekend. Timely interventions.
Weekend actually. Very well. So let's look at the very last thing and let's run away from here. We're actually going to Wasa Benso for Medical and Shatawale's concert. What's the name of the concert? Stubborn Academy concert in Wasap Benso. And right after here, we are moving straight to Wasap Benso. So if you are in Wasap Benso and you are watching this, remember that we are spending our weekend with you in Wasap Benso. So I've seen a video, and Richie can start playing the video. This is a Chris Brown performance in London, Sure O2 Arena. Yeah, and right. In this video, Chris Brown, whilst performing, called a random fan, someone who was part of the audience, put her on a seat on the stage and started performing to her. And the performance, I can describe it as sensual, or better, as very intimate. So I'm asking that when you see some of these performances, what is right to be done? Should you plant someone that you know that, okay, at this time of my performance, I'll ask that I'm looking for a lady to come and do this with me, but you know that, oh, there is an Ivy in there who will rush and you pick her and you do the act with her. Or you just pick any random lady and do this performance with her. Especially knowing that after the act, so many things can come up. The boyfriend can get jealous and angry. The lady can also fake something that, oh, you did this with me, and because of that, like so many issues in the aftermath. So we are asking, because we are all closer to performers, if you are to advise, should you plant someone or pick someone ordinarily from the group or from the crowd? Which one is ideal? Chemo, you're on the mic, so short one and let's run away.
Yeah, quick one. And I think, to be on the safer side, you can plant somebody in there. And then if that person is a good actor or actress, then you are good to go, as Manu will say. And I think that's to be on the safer side. But because this game is also about how spontaneous you can be, sometimes come out with something that people were not thinking about it or were not looking at that direction. So you do it and it will impress them, or they will have fun catching something like that more than just doing the normal thing that others are doing. So I think you can try both, but the danger is that as you have mentioned some of them, the lawsuit that can come from it, the injuries, whatever can come, it will be a risk that you are taking as an artist or a performer on stage. If you call somebody and something happens, you are in trouble. But if nothing happens, then good for you. You just took a risk and you may get a reward for it, because people will talk about it, mention based on how you did it, and you may even get something out of it. But that's the risk you take if you go that direction. But I would advise artists, you can also plant and do a good job. Just get the right person to work with. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about, can someone accuse you of sexually arousing her?
In this case, no, because the person at that time was a volunteer. Nobody forced you to come on the stage. So if you voluntarily come on stage, you have lost.
We don't know how the lady was picked.
But no matter what, if we saw that she was resisting, they were forcing her, then that one can come in. But if you are there, like the way she was sitting there, feeling even the vibe and doing that thing, you have lost that privilege. You have lost it.
According to the law of rape,
the
lady will agree with you, kiss you, fondle you. When you put in one, and it says, no, please stop. Oh no, not even when you put it in. When you put it in, you bring it up, you're about to go again, say stop.
So the stop is it?
Yes.
So at the time you said stop, that was clever. Even that is really difficult for the ladies to win if they are going by the law. In fact, most of them, they just go by the sympathy. That's why they win. They just believe the girl, whatever she says, believe it. And even some girls are taking advantage of it, even without you doing anything, because you were in the room with the person. Now they can accuse you of it and you suffer it. But in this case, it's in the public domain. Everybody was watching, so it will be difficult for you to just decide for yourself. You can say that no, I didn't agree, but people there didn't see that. And your way of communicating that I don't want to be on stage were not clear enough. In fact, you were giving signal that you are happy with it, looking at your gestures, everything, how you are vibing with it. So if you climb on stage like this and you go through this, you lose that privilege of suing based on that. But when you get injuries or something else, then it's another thing altogether. By your privilege of somebody forcing you to do what you didn't want to, no, you will lose it. Unless when immediately you got on the stage, we saw you going and then they forced you to come and sit or something, then you may have a case. But if you sit there like the way she was, you have lost that part. Unless you get injury or something. Otherwise, you cannot sue anybody for any damages.
Well, Chemo, Kojo, sorry, thank you, Chemo. Kojo, you are also a performer yourself. Which one would you opt for? Pick a random lady or plant someone to do the act with?
Yeah, you can go either ways. But you know, at times when it's unscripted and you hit it right, it is amazing. Yes, it brings that natural feeling in there. Because the fact that you and I know that we have staged it, if it can even take something out of the act. But if it is unscripted and it happens as it expected, it adds the beauty of art to whatever we see. Yes, because I know I will call you at a certain point. It is on my mind. Yes, the audience may not know about it, but you and I, we know. And at times, the best performance is the one you, the artist, you also enjoy. But you need to first enjoy the art before that energy can transfer to the audience as well. So it is about the feeling and the mood of the artist. There are times that people run on stage and artists will even not give them the face or the attention that they deserve.
Okay.
And there are times too, they will welcome them. At times they run on stage and he will seize the security from even throwing them off.
Okay.
Bring them closer because of the mood in which they find themselves. And art is beautiful. Art goes beyond just the physical. At times when you zoom into the spirit and you are feeling, you lose all your sense, your defenses, you just focus on the art. Let's do it and let's go. When you come into your normal sense, you think, hey, am I the one who was doing all these things? Yes, and that is the power and the beauty of art. So what we just saw there is beautiful. I want to believe this was spontaneous. It wasn't planned, because you could see the lady also
the surprise factor.
Exactly. There are certain ladies, the moment they see their icon, they are already dying. They don't care even they are with their boyfriends or they are with their husbands and all of that. They will also come back to their senses when the show is done. That's when they realize, hey, I came with my boyfriend or something like that. And by then the harm has already been caused. You could be sitting with your girlfriend, the way they are screaming at some artists and all of that. You feel like, hey. So then if you meet this person, they follow you just go give them follow, you know. So it's beautiful, but in either ways, for you to be on the safer side, and the fact that you may cause somebody who may take so much of your performance. Because we have witnessed certain shows that you call a lady on stage or somebody on stage and they come and kill the performance. They come and act all cold and it takes the beauty of the performance, you know. So if you know you want to avoid all those things, then why not plant in someone who knows what we are doing and we get it right. But the beauty of this spontaneity and unscripted circumstances is beautiful. Like Sammy always does. A situation will emanate during the event and he will pick on that, create something on that, and it's always beautiful. Let's say you scripted that, okay, at a point you guys behave like we are fighting and I will use that to create
a cappella.
Exactly. It's also there, but you can't get it when it's unscripted. Like even you are having an interview and you haven't written your question, you're having an interview that it's a vibe. We are having a chat. Not that I've written questions, so that when I ask one question and you don't give me the right answer,
I cannot move on to
the next question. So it's always beautiful when art is free and we go by the moment.
Okay.
And some of them become so priceless. You forever live and enjoy it.
Ro, come through. Let's wrap up with you.
Going by the moment is always beautiful. It leaves long-lasting memories, even with the people that is the audience that you sometimes invite to stage.
Okay.
So far, me too. There was the Miss Bem call and yes, I'll always remember it because it was nice. Chemo, don't laugh. I'm talking. It is nice. Sometimes it goes a long way like that. There are times that it makes you win convert certain fans to even fanatics, depending on how you roll with them or how you move with them. But it comes with a high risk. There are some people, scripting it is expensive. Let's not go there. Scripting it is very expensive. You would have to practice with the person, know if the person is up to task, and also the person can also connect with the mood. It comes with the mood as well. The mood plays a very important role. You can script it, but if the mood doesn't come with the performance, sometimes it makes it difficult for you to even call for that moment. So it is very expensive, whether physical or even inward. So sometimes it is like that, and the risk is so high, especially if it is unscripted. I can take Ama Bruni for example, an original Shana. The lady met her untimely death. It is unfortunate.
Ama Bruni's one, I thought it was scripted.
So whether or not it was scripted, these are some of the risks that comes with it. Sometimes the outcome is unpredictable. Yes, you can script it all right, but then the outcome is always unpredictable, depending on even the location, wherever you are having the event, the type of even song that you are performing. You can't be doing bush bash, and invite a lady and just boom, bang, boom, and now we're tuning like the way Chris Brown was grinding. No, it will also depend on the mood. So yes, you can do both. But sometimes to be on the safer side, and also in a period where people are getting lawsuits left, right, center. Yes, probably the person may not win the suit too, but the person might cost you your time and some valuables even at that moment. So yes, you can just assess yourself. If you can get your fans can go crazy like that without you getting a lawsuit and getting away with it, fine. But if you think you can't, just script your thing. Plant people, do it, execute it properly like Three Music did with Black Sheriff, and you just go like that.
Well, on this note, I want to say thank you for being a part of our show, and remember that just as Edmond sent the money to us via Tap Send, you can also send money to Ghana, Africa using Tap Send. Get the app on your phone today. Just go to Google Play Store, Android, iOS, and download the app. Tap Send. Just keep in your details, and remember to use the promo code SammyFlex, and that will give you some £5 and $10 or €5 based on where you are decoding from. And do this for Mother Ghana. Do this for yourself. Send money at ease without any stress. Let me say thank you to Kojo King. Kojo King's song Be Kind is also still online. We checked Shazam, and the number of people Shazaming the song is crazy. What are you waiting for? Add it to your playlist. Go on to YouTube, go on to any of the streaming sites. Be kind and be part of it. Chemo is ready to take care of your online solutions, and if you are in need of any job digitally, he's also here to help you. Roland Amate is also a blogger, event promoter, ready to promote you as well online as a blogger, and same way we are here to do business with you any day. Thanks to Digital Rasta who did camera for us, and also to Richie Flex who is the editor and director of the show. We see you on Monday on Showbiz Daily. By the weekend, still more content here on Sammy Flex TV. This is what we do, showbiz and nothing else. See you in our next video. We are out of here.